To run this like John Wick. He feels like this.
What's up, LARPer Raiders? Watashi no bideo yokoso, which is Japanese for welcome to my video. On this episode of Rad Plastic, I'm really excited to bring you some of the video of Airsoft in Japan. We went to Asobiba Airsoft Field in Akihabara, Tokyo, and it was such a cool experience to get to play Airsoft, or Sabai Baru Game, as they call it in Japan, which means survival game, which totally makes me think of Battle Royale. If you haven't seen that movie yet, you should check it out. Anyway, Airsoft was first played in Japan before spreading to other countries like Europe and the United States. The field didn't speak much English, but we were given a handy small guide of the rules in English. Almost all the rules are identical to the fields here with a few small differences. We rented guns from the field because I just wasn't prepared to figure out how to bring an airsoft gun in or out of Japan. The only field legal gun I have for Japan is my Tokyo Marui AA-12, which would have been a beast, but alas. One less thing to carry into Tokyo. We had Tokyo Marui M93R pistols, and the safety on those are in such a weird spot. Not sure if it's the same on real steel, but it was strange using an electric pistol, and it was my first time using one. On these, the trigger still freely pulls when the safety is on, so we had to get a local player to look up the instructions to figure out how to get our guns to work.
ここです。
あ
もうハイバー道楽すらます。
ありがとうございます。Alright, gotta be smarter than the gun.
I felt stupid not knowing how to do this already, but any of the players on the field who could speak English were very helpful to us, which was super cool. At this field in particular, because it's such a small CQB field, there is no running allowed. Sorry, speed softers. And they also ask you not to shoot more than 3 consecutive shots with a small pause to ensure there's not overshooting. These rules were not a bad thing considering the field was so small and didn't make the games any less fun. We warmed up our day with a few games of force on force with no respawn. As the day progressed, we played some other objective-based games, which are similar to games you'd find here like Attack and Defend, where the attacking team has unlimited respawns and the defending team has 2 respawns, with the objective being for the attacking team to make it into the defending team's respawn to claim victory. With me on my left here is my girlfriend Lauren. This is her first Airsoft game ever. I've been begging this girl to come play Airsoft with me since pretty much I started playing, but she's seen the welts I come home with and was just not interested. Japan's FPS limits are much lower, so it's a good place for her to start, and she actually had a good time and promised she'd come play with me in the States. So look at that, first kill of the day. This green netting is see-through, so it kind of is a disadvantage if you're not paying close attention. But the girlfriend played a perfect distraction for me to take this guy out because I had a perfect chance to set up and BAM! So the correct term to say when you're hit in Japan is hito, which is not that much different than what you do out here.
Stay down. Do you see where he's at, babe?
I was hoping this guy on the other side of the net would pop out, but I got kind of sick of waiting for him, so went to take a different approach. So here my teammate on the left is telling me to take right while he takes left, which was, again, not a good position because when you've got that netting there, they can see everything you're doing. They're protected by the netting, and I'm kind of just a sitting duck, and they can watch my every move. You might be wondering, is Tokyo Marui huge out there? Duh. They've owned the market in Japan for many years, but there are some other brands starting to take off in Japan, and I will go over those in my next video.
Do you know where to go, babe? Oh. Do you know where to go?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Lauren. May your BBs fly true in Valhalla forever. Actually, you know what? She did pretty good for her first game and actually lasted a lot longer than I did in certain rounds because I have a tendency to be impatient and want to just rush the other side, and not always the smartest move to do, especially in CQB. As you can see right here, being shot at, I should probably have backed up and maybe tried a different angle or gone around this green netting, but nope, he got me.
Girlfriend's first game of Airsoft.
My second now.
Second, in Japan.
The next game that we played was a cool variant of Force on Force. Each team was given a total of 10 respawns, which you could track by hitting a clicker at your spawn when you spawned yourself back in. One person on your team could wipe out all of your respawns, or it could be even spread.
Got one.
Rest in peace, sweet prince. This might seem stupid, but one of the things I really liked about playing Airsoft in Japan is their use of armbands. Yeah, that's a cool thing, because both teams wear them. And out here, most of the fields use bands versus no bands to designate teams. I see you sneaky little turds. I see you taking your bands off because you want to go join your friends. It games it and it's not cool. But this way, both teams are wearing bands on both arms. It's an easy way of identification, and honestly, it looks a lot cooler than the goofy streamers they make you wear here. I hope it's a trend that makes its way to the US eventually. I really hope I get to go back and play some of the bigger fields in Japan. In Tokyo, there really is only CQB fields, and my trip was short enough that we didn't leave Tokyo. The bigger fields are all out of the city, and yes, Speedsofters, they allow running there. It was very humbling to get to be able to play Airsoft in the country it was started in amongst the local Airsoft enthusiasts. Everyone was very polite and helpful, and it's nice seeing the sport thriving there with such an even mix of genders at play too. I don't know if you were paying attention to this video, but our team is all girls and 2 guys. Pretty badass. Shout out to the Sladies. The way that this field is laid out, it's actually advantageous to take the low ground some of the time, and you'll see in the later gameplay that I post, there's times where I'm pretty much just crawling my way through the field to get from cover to cover.
Got across that. Hito!
Oh my god, look at that sexy Liberator calling this hit. Try to leave hits in my videos just because it's part of the game. And if you're not getting hit, are you really playing? I mean, come on now. You really never get hit. I don't buy it. Besides, learning from your mistakes is what makes you a better player, and pushing is what gets you the kills. In case you're wondering what that adorable ref was just yelling at us, she's just basically counting down to the end of the game. So we're walking off the field, getting ready to start our next one.
How you liking the PP life? Look, tactical, pink shoes.
Well guys, that's about gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe for more Airsoft in Japan. In my next video, what I'm going to do is show you some of the Airsoft shops in Japan that I was able to get footage of. Not a whole lot. There's a weird thing about filming in Japan, and I'll go over that in my next video, but I snuck pictures in the video where I could. I also have some more gameplay, and I want to teach you guys some terms that will help you if you ever get the chance to play in Japan. And if you do ever get the chance to play in Japan, I highly recommend it. It was such a cool experience.
Hito!
I got smoked pretty early in that round. Not one of my finer moments. Well, I think that's about gonna take us to the outro. But before I go, we can't forget my most important 4 rules for Airsoft. Or life. Maybe it's rules for life. Let's call them rules for life. Alright. Number 1, call your hits. Number 2, don't touch anyone's butt without their permission. Number 3, be nice to each other. And most importantly, have fun. It's just a game. Oh, she's calling it down. Time's running out. What are you gonna do? You know what you're gonna do? Get that buzzer beater kill. And and Dick Butt is out. Bitch!